Right, we're here. I'm Jon Neal from Suffolk Mind, and I've got with me Councillor James Finch, who's the chairman of Suffolk County Council, who has chosen us as his charity of the year this year. Thank you very much, James.
That's a pleasure.
And part of one of the activities that we're doing is the Stour Valley Walks. We have with us behind us, there's Jeanette, James's wife, and Alex from, where's Alex from again, James?
The AONB, the Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty, and it's the Dedham Vale.
Yeah, Dedham Vale, which is beautiful Constable country, isn't it?
We're actually in the Stour Valley bit. We're not actually in the Dedham Vale quite yet.
No. So what are we doing here? Why are we walking, and what are we walking along?
Right, we're walking on as part of the Stour Valley Path runs from Newmarket right through to a place called Catawade, which is near Manningtree. And this was, we're celebrating two things really. One, this year is the 25th year of which the path has been totally connected up.
Yep.
So I've always set myself a target because the Stour Valley is the name of my councillor division, and I've always said I'd do it. I had it all set up, and unfortunately it didn't work because of a little family bereavement. But I'm doing it now, but I'm doing it in 10 stages. So I've done 2, and this is the 3rd stage.
Stage 3, okay.
Stage 3, and we're walking from Great Bradley to Keddington, which is about 5.5–6 miles.
Yep.
And I'm here because this is the bit of my doing for my campaign to raise sponsorship. Mm-hmm. And we've got the opportunity to sponsor me, or go yourself and walk with me and get sponsored for Suffolk Mind. Marvellous.
And to sponsor James, you can go to the Suffolk Mind website, www.suffolkmind.org.uk, and all the details are there. Look up Chairman's Charity under the fundraising events. What else are we going to be doing this year as part of the Charity of the Year activity?
Well, let's start from the beginning. What I've done is actually given a bit of focus on 2 kind of sectors of your focus.
Yep.
One is 40 to 60-year-old adults, and they're mainly people who are sole traders, self-employed.
Yep.
And there's a great pressure on that age group, whether it be in ordinary business, so I'm working with the Chamber of Commerce, or whether it's in farming. And farming is my background, so I'm very particularly keen. So I launched the whole campaign at the Suffolk Show,
yep,
and was very honoured to be able to present my campaign at the Chamber of Commerce reception in the President's tent. So that was the start of the campaign just over a month ago. Now I'm walking through the summer. Then there's 2 other elements, and I need to make sure we create awareness and engage with your charity of what you're doing with that group of people.
Yep.
And the second group are the youngsters.
Yes.
We're all very unfortunately aware that a number of youngsters get very pressurised, and they start doing things which are not good for themselves, whether it be self-harming, or they see drugs or alcohol as a means of getting out of their pressures and depression. So we're look for a vehicle to try and actually divert them from that. It's not a new vehicle, it's called singing.
Yep.
And we have a wonderful Suffolk Youth Orchestra, but actually we don't have a Suffolk Youth Choir at this point in time.
Right.
So part of my year is to engage with the youngsters and form a Suffolk Youth Choir, and the highlight of that will be an inaugural concert at St Morton's in April 2020. And I have some good news for you.
Oh yes,
I saw
David
Stowe and his colleagues last week, and they have been overwhelmed by the interest in that from schools.
Excellent, brilliant.
Just a little challenge. We're not quite sure whether Snape's going to be big enough.
Oh right, okay.
But I'm sure we'll have to work that out. Or as I said, slightly light-hearted. Okay, we'll take the Albert Hall.
So lots going on this year, and hoping to raise awareness and maybe a little cash on the way.
No, I'm hoping to do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, the other focus is actually there was an awful lot of good support in rural Suffolk, and we mustn't forget that Suffolk, whilst it has its towns of Ipswich, Felixstowe, Bury St Edmunds and Lowestoft, we do have a very rural county, and there's a lot of good community support for people, and it's important that people are aware that what Suffolk Mind does, and actually point people, even in not so hard up villages, people can be under a lot of pressure, and it's a matter of talking to people and actually pointing them in the right direction. So I want to give thanks for that, and I'm involving all the churches through the diocese, through the bishop and the dean of St Edmundsbury. And we've got a major Thanksgiving service in the cathedral. So it'll be with the support of the bishop, the dean, and a lot of people. And I've been inviting everybody, and that will be a Thanksgiving service involving the youth, expanding the cathedral choir with part of the, won't be getting all the Suffolk Youth Choir there, but part of subgroups of that, some church choirs, to come along and have a Thanksgiving, and we will be given the opportunity to share some good news, but also we mustn't stop and then talk about what Suffolk Mind can help us go forward.
Great stuff. Well, thank you very much, James, and we look forward to working with you for the year. Thank you.
Thank you.